Hello everyone, welcome to the Collection Critique. I am your host Zoidus, and here are my two fellow judges. Perspective End.
Hello, everyone. I am Perspective End. And this is a nicer intro than I ever gave for Dumb Jake.
And we have White Rice, our DEI hire.
你好，我的名字是白凡。
Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, we are going to be judging everyone's collections in 4 categories. Size, presentation, and creativity and variety on a scale of 1 to 10 from each of us in those categories. We will now go through our submissions, where we start off with Choba.
Choba.
All right.
So who is kicking off the?
Kick off first. Choba. So we got from Choba, we got very nice stuff. That is. So let's go through size real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Jeez, I cannot
Part of the problem
see.
with Choba I'm seeing is that he has taken multiple pictures of the same figures.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 it looks like.
Yeah, I see like 2 different
30?
pictures
That
of the
is-
same figures.
Yeah, I made sure not to double count them. So for size, that's a good 30. So 15 being the minimum. That's double the minimum. I'll 15 being the minimum. That's like a 1 to 3. I'll give you a 4 in the size department. Honestly, it's pretty.
Wait, are we doing this out of 5? Or out
No,
of
we're doing
10?
it out of 10.
Ah,
30. Yeah, I'll go ahead and give you a 4 there. It's definitely, you got stuff, that's for sure, but like it's not an outrageous amount like some collections I've seen, but it's not.
That's the way to phrase it. You've got stuff.
You got stuff, like I've tried counting them up to what pictures you got, but yeah, I'd say you have what I think what's the words? You have what someone who might have just gotten to collecting like a few months ago or a year ago might
a
have.
brand new collector.
A brand new collector, exactly. I'll give you
Not a
4 on that.
brand new collector,
Not brand
but
new, but still a green.
A recent.
we're
a
waffling way
relatively-
too hard on this one subject. You are already down like 20 seconds since I started talking.
All right, let's go ahead for perspective.
So we're gonna trade off. I thought it was gonna be 2 minutes per person straight.
Oh.
Not 2 minutes per category.
All right, fine, we can do that. And then also for presentation, you got your little things going, your drones for your nemesis. Was that Fan's Hobby, Energon Prime? You got your HasLabs, they're nice and posed right there. Tidal Wave with Armada Megatron. You got them pretty paired up. I see you definitely like your Armada. You got a lot of Armada figures. Tidal Wave, all that stuff. Yeah. Oh, you got Laser Beacon with Megatron for Skybound, basically. That's nice. Really trying to see here. Cosmos. Is that 86 Prime you got there?
You got 40 seconds and 3 more categories to get through.
Looks good. I will go ahead. I'll go ahead and for your presentation, it's pretty. You got shelves. It's pretty average. I'll go ahead and I'll give you a 5.
We got a 4 and 5 now. Variety.
Yeah. Creativity. I mean, I guess you have the Skybound Megatron, but that's really the only thing I'm kind of seeing here. I'm gonna give you a 3. Variety. HasLab, Legacy, third party. So that's three kind of things. You do have 86. I'm gonna give you I'll give you a 5.
All right. So your scores were 4, 5, 3, and 5.
That is correct.
So 17. A grand total of 17 points off the bat from you.
Yep.
All right, then I suppose I will go next. So we're gonna start off, and size. I'd say size is a 5. This is a very standard size for someone who is like collecting, but not like buying absolutely everything all the time, and has been for years. So I think this is a 5. Now for variety, yeah, I see third party, I see HasLab, I see both legacy. I don't see much in the way of older figures, but I do see a lot of modern stuff. So I will say that at base level, if you've got third party, that's already a +1, so that would be a 6, and then the HasLabs make me want to increase that to a 7. But I think I'll go for a 7. Just because that is they're kind of a similar vein, but they're definitely two different. Like you have to have multiple accounts on different websites to have that. So I will go 7. Then on creativity, this is pretty much the standard level of creativity. He's got the good guys separated from the bad guy. I'll actually go up one. He like on that one shelf, he's got the good guys separated from the bad guys. A lot of people just have all their figures just kind of like jammed together, no matter what. So I will go 6 on that. And then finally we have size. Remind me of the last one.
Size, presentation, creativity, and variety.
Presentation. Actually, no. Then I'll go down 1. I'll go 6 on creativity, and then go 6 on presentation. Actually, no. Let's go 7 on. No, 6. 6 on presentation. 6 on the last 2 categories.
Okay.
And I had 10 seconds to spare.
So 5 size, 6 presentation, 6 creativity. And what'd you say for variety?
5 size, 6 variety, 6 presentation.
Oh, you're the devil. 666. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
All right.
So 23 for me. So that's 50 points. If my math doesn't suck.
5, 10. Yep. All right. Rice, what do you got to say?
Or is it 40?
Oh, right. Let's have a look.
No, but 23
So far for
27.
size. Size, decent 5, I guess. Like, not too big, but at least it's not too small. Just middle of the ground.
All right.
Variety, I would give it a 4. Because, like, it's got different stuff. You have the Armada, you have that one Energon figure, and a few alright ones, but I'd say give it a 4. It's not that much variety. Creativity, I would say a 5 is 5. Like, sure, you got them in nice poses, but I just feel like even though at least they're not just standing straight, they're in somewhat of a different pose. So 5. What else?
Presentation.
Size, presentation. I'll give it a 6 because at least like most of the figures you can visibly see easily. You can tell who's there. So yeah, I'll give it a 6 on presentation.
You can easily.
Easily.
Well, damn it, son. Yeah, you beat me by 40 seconds.
17.
So fast.
I've calculated above.
All right.
You beat the guy.
So Choba, that gives you a total points of 60.
60.
Congratulations.
60 with a 666 in there.
Next
Oh
up,
shit.
we have Colorado
Official.
Oficial.
Destiny.
Very nice.
You are going to be up Zoidus.
Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Size. Let's see what we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You don't need to count the exact thing. He meets the criteria. It's going to take you way too much time to just count every single one.
You got 30. Okay. Interesting. It's 30 Transformers. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Once again, it's the same as last time, so I gotta give you a 4. Alright. And then you got presentation. You got all your Constructicons. Turn to Devastator. Very nice. You got all your... Well, you got the multi-pack Autobots all together. Nice, nice, nice. Wreckers. That little miscellaneous studio series, it looks like. Then what do we got? We got the very colorful shelf, honestly. What was that? A little bit of Kamen Rider beneath too. That's very nice. I love a little bit of Kamen Rider. Presentation. I was just going through variety. So let's see this variety.
You have 1 minute.
I'll give you 3 in variety. Presentation. You got them on top of your bookcase. You got them on that bookcase with your Kamen Rider. Presentation's looking good. You got them all in very nice poses. Optimus looking sexy. Very nice. I'll give you a 4. And then creativity. We got 2 Starscreams talking to each other like they're doubles. That's kind of cool. I like that. It's kind of creative. Skin Optimus looking sexy. That's really all I can see though. I'm gonna have to give you 2 in creativity. That sums up my stuff.
That would put him way below the average of creativity.
Yeah, I mean, it's got something.
That's what do you mean? It's got something. You literally just put him massively below the average. That means that he is doing something wrong in creativity, which this is
not necessarily.
5 is the average.
All right, fine. I'll go ahead and give you 5. That's true. All right, that's what I got. So that is a total of 21. Oh wait, no.
All right. So then I shall start going. Yeah. So since this is the same size as the previous, collection, I will say that this is a standard 5. This is, you are at the normal level for a collector. Then we'll go on to presentation, and this one's a little conflicted for me because I can see the Kamen Rider display under there. And the Kamen Rider display is obviously like an actual display, which is good. But you haven't taken a picture of it for some reason. You just decided not to show that off. But 2, the shelves are really dusty, and then you've got a whole lot of like papers and books and stuff piled on top of the shelves, which is taking away from the collection. So it's like, on the one hand, you're like trying to display well, and I really appreciate that. But on the other hand, the maintenance has fallen apart, which has detracted from it. So I will give this another 5 just because I can see where it is good, but the maintenance needs to be kept up on to keep it at the level it should be at. Then variety. You've got Chug. You've got some older Chug. In that you have the Ripper Snapper. You at least are willing to collect some Beast Wars figures. I can see that, movie figures, and then you've got Kamen Rider. So I will go 6 on this. And then creativity, it is relatively standard on the creativity. Everyone's in poses. It's not everyone standing locked still. You do have the 2 Starscreams arguing with each other, which is fun. So I will say that I'll go 6 on this.
Very well. That is a total of
I had 10 seconds left again.
Okay. All right, Rice, you're up.
Alright, let's start off with size. This is relatively small. I feel
It's
for like.
it's the same size as the last one.
Is,
Yeah.
no, the last one I feel had more because they had like bigger
The
figures
count
as well.
the count was the same though.
It's the
That
same
that
one.
that goes to variety, not size.
Oh. Size. Size actually gives us a 5 because
It's the same.
I feel tempted to count in every constructed card in that Devastator as well.
Yeah, that's what I did and get to 30. Same as last time.
I'm gonna give it a 5 for size. Variety. There's an interesting amount. Mainly a lot of the War for Cybertron generations. Interesting on the Beaver shelf. Not bad. Oh, I just realized that's both Hot Rod and Rodimus. So, for variety, I'll give it more. 5. Actually, 4. Variety gets a 4. Creativity, I do like that a lot of them are like action poses. Repugnus, Rippersnapper, Chase. Yeah, those are nice with those poses. So for creativity, I'll give them 7.
7, okay.
Last one. Last one is presentation, right?
Yep.
Presentation. Ooh, I would give this like a 6, but I have to demote it to a 4 because of how dusty it is. Like every figure is visibly, you can tell who's who, you can see each figure, but the dust really brings it down a bit.
Alright.
So yeah.
Yeah, keep up on the maintenance, man. Like it would be a much nicer collection if you didn't have like those books stacked on top of me. You dusted underneath them every now and then. It's so close to being there.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, definitely dust. That's definitely your biggest thing as of now. It's that dust. Dust creeps up. Alright, let's see what we got here. 2, 2, 1. Looks to be a 58 for Colorado.
Colorado. Which honestly, if he had dusted, he would be the current frontliner.
Yeah. They have higher points.
Alright, Soundwave. Alright, Soundwave's final one is at the very bottom of our list.
Oh.
Scroll all the way to the bottom.
Is it the one where like there's a
Or
bunch of
just
figures on like
pins.
I'm looking at it.
What I don't see
Go to pinned messages.
a final one from him.
Go to pinned messages, and it's the one right before Grunt.
I don't see Grunt in the pin messages at all.
Something's wrong.
Oh, okay. He's at the top of the pinned messages.
Yeah, and then Soundwave's right after.
Okay.
People with motorcycles going by. Assholes. Alright.
Assholes! How dare they have motorcycles?
How dare they not have a muffler? Put a muffler on your motorcycle. Alright. Let's see what we got for Soundwave.
So here's a problem I'm running into with Soundwave is I think that most recent picture is just a different picture of the 5th picture he already sent.
They said this was updated. This is the final updated, like what their shelf of collection looks like.
Okay. Okay,
Alright.
so we can discount that 5th picture.
It's literally just this one picture.
Oh, okay.
Is
So
it the one?
Yeah,
Is it the one where they're all in a cabinet?
Yeah, it's the one right above the TV, I
Wow.
assume. Alright.
Is Leo Convoy in there? Because I'm not seeing him in there, and if that will actually matter if Leo Convoy is still doing the thing that they.
I see him. It's right
Yeah,
next to
he's
Shockwave.
back.
It's right next to
Yeah.
the White Tiger Megazord, like right in front of him. You kind of see
Right
him.
next to Crumple's.
Oh wow, he is hidden
He
back
is
there.
hidden.
It does not help that he's white, and with a white wall.
Yeah, with a white. Well, yeah. Is that Beast Hunters RC? Very nice. You, RID 2015 Sideswipe. Grow.
Anyways, starting the timer.
All right.
Zoidus.
Going off of size, probably more than the last two.
Is it enough more?
Honestly, I think so. I am going to give you a 6 on size. It's a very good amount. You can tell it's a good amount because you can barely see some of them. Presentation. This is where it takes a nosedive here. Now I do see that you do have some risers in the back, which is definitely helping with your presentation. But that's barely helping you. I'm gonna have to give you a 3 on the presentation. It's so clumped together. Like, oh my goodness. The risers are helping you a bit, so actually I'm gonna give you a 4 instead of a 3. Creativity. This is where you sparkle. This is where you sparkle. Because you got them kind of sitting over the edge with their legs. That's kind of cool. I like how they're doing. But you use 2 of the landfill team from RID 2015 to make your own custom combiner. That's in the top right corner. And I absolutely love that. You're only using Grimlock and the yellow dump truck. That's amazing, honestly. So creativity, I am going to give you a 6. Now
This is where you sparkle. It's a 6.
it's it's better than the last ones. Variety, I think this is actually where you sparkle. You do have a lot of. It's all mostly Trug. I do see some third party.
Rug.
Shrug.
Okay, I see Beast Hunters, Cybertron, Power Rangers, Power of the Primes, McDonald's, Happy Meals. I see the little finger puppet dudes. A little statuette.
Someone just get stabbed?
Little statuette of 07 Megatron. So honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a 7.
All right. Once again, you have gone over time, you son of a bitch.
Shit. So it's not 30.
All right. And then we'll go. I will say that I don't find this to be enough more to matter. I will say that this is still within like the range of a normal collection. This is not really. It's getting close to the edge of like stepping outside of the range of the standard collection, but it's still just a pretty bog standard size for me. So that's a 5. From there, I will go to the presentation, and I agree that the presentation here is a bit cluttered, but I actually find this to be a bit better than when you had it all kind of spread around. Having it all spread around like that was very kind of disorienting. It was just kind of like you have figures rather than you have a collection. So I will say that this feels pretty like normal. I'll go with 5. Now creativity. The creativity is actually kind of a problem here in that you have some you have some really creative stuff. You have characters like sitting down. You had those really funny pictures where they were like stepping into the combiner shoes and they were like having a hard time of it, but those aren't you've undone those, so those don't count anymore. You have these like sparks of creativity where you have the combiner over there that's unique. That's something that only you have. But then you also have most of the characters just standing around in like not even like a pose, just like the I am standing here pose, arms down at the sides. So it's up and down. It's peaks and valleys with this collection, where there's like there's some really great creativity, and then there's just a lack of it in certain areas, which is very strange. But I will because of the custom combiner, that's automatically a +1 because it's your own creation. So that's a big deal. So, yeah, I'll go 6, if not 7. I want to go 7, but I think I'm going to stick with 6. And then, lastly, you're right. Your variety's very good. You got blocky. You got third party. You got several different third parties. You got old third parties. You got new third parties. You got old chug. You've got a classic Galaxy Prime black back there.
Power Rangers.
Yeah, there is an original Power Rangers
White.
Tiger Zord back there, white Tiger Zord back there. So I will say that this is the most I've seen so far, and I will give this a 7 on variety.
All right, all right.
I took the most time out of anyone there. Wow, holy shit! I didn't think I took 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah, yeah. Who's going over now, huh? Yeah.
I've been under every time before now, so I'm still ahead of you.
All right, Rice. It is your turn.
Alright, let's start with size. Size-wise, yeah, I agree with perspective. This is pretty standard. So I'd give it like, yeah, 5 would do. Creativity, it lowers down. Sure, because there's the front row. There's that front row figures, but then again, that's it. It's just the front row. At most, I'd say like RC standing on top of like Cybertron Optimus. But yeah, creativity goes like 4 here.
All right.
Variety, I'd give it a 7. As there's a lot of different stuff here. You got the blockies up front. You got some Beavers. You got some third party. Chug, of course. Yeah, it's a nice variety of different figures from different eras, different toy lines. Hell, was it Earthspark finger puppets in the front too? So yeah, it gets a 7 for variety.
All right. Now just
But
presentation.
for presentation gets like 3. It's too jam-packed. It's too packed up in one single area. It's a bit hard for you to see like certain figures from places. Like I can barely tell who's behind Ramjet. And it took me a while to see that tiny Revenge of the Fallen Megatron behind Slammer. Hell, I could barely even see Grimlock behind Optimus. So yeah, I'd have to give this like a 4. Was it a 4 for presentation?
All right. All right. Let's go through here.
Bryce is the one who's gone least over time for this one.
All right.
What do you mean least over time?
You were at 2 minutes and 10 seconds. I was 2:40, and Zoidus was 2:30.
Yes.
That puts Soundwave in the lead at 65 points.
Hey,
With me in perspective, both giving 23 points.
Hey, ho ho.
Alright.
Then next is gonna be. Oh, that's a. Oh, there's apparently Soundwave posted a different picture of the collection, and not quite its final form, and it has slightly more air to breathe, and it's a lot like clear.
1. Alright. Let's continue where we left off.
All right. So we've done 3. This will be 4, right?
Yes. Let's go ahead and do. Let's see here. So we just got done with Soundwave. So Colorado, then Soundwave. Choba.
The next one I would see would be a smoke box.
Smokebox. Yeah, it's in the. You can go to the pins. I see Smokebox.
Who isn't necessarily displaying a lot of their figures. Smokebox is
A Unless that's how they
Like
have them displayed.
on the floor.
Hey, I used to have that. Where else do you fit the giant fucking Studio Series Constructicons?
Is that an oversized Studio Series Megatron?
Where?
Oh my gosh, yeah, that is huge. Yeah, it's with Leader Optimus.
What? Oh
The
yeah,
Commander.
there's that one third party.
That's with Leader. Yeah,
There's that one.
that's a KO.
All right, so Zoidas, start us off. You got 2 minutes. Don't go over, fucker.
All right. So size-wise, you're looking.
He's got over 30.
35. I'll give you a 6 here. Once again, not too big, not too small, kind of right there, but a little bit bigger than our minimum. Like double the size plus 1 more, or 5 more. Yeah, I'll give you a 6. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that seems appropriate. All right, 6.
Stop waffling about this same one.
Presentation. I mean, they're on the floor, and those are on a, and your 2 leaders for TF1 are on a box with a bunch of other junk surrounding them. Actually, I think that is Legends class. Not Legends, what was Cyberverse Bone Crusher. Yeah, but yeah, they're on the floor. It's that black table is not doing your collection any favors with how dirty and scraped up it is. However, you do have a stand for Springer and Thundercracker. That's pretty neato burrito. So I am going to go ahead and give you a 4. Just help you out a little.
15 seconds.
Creativity. You got cape swooshing, once again the stands, and you got him stepping on Wheeljack, holding Shockwave. I'll give you a 5. And variety, Combiner Wars, Old Chug, New Chug, Studio Series, oversized KO, plus the Takara. Was it Takara? Yeah, Takara did the Legends. I'll give you a 5. That's what. That's okay.
5. 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Shut up.
You've yet to go under. You've yet to come under time. All right, so I will start now. Once again, it's 30 figures. Basically, everyone's been sitting around 30 figures or just slightly over. So that is a 5. I have to agree that presentation here is absolutely where you're falling down. The table is dirty. It could be wiped down. It's an ugly table to begin with. A lot of the figures are just on the floor. There is literal garbage. Like there is a garbage bag and papers and stuff strewn about. Half of the figures are like standing on, or not half the figures, but a number of the figures are like standing on garbage. So that's really hurting you. But I do like the fact that you do have all the figures posed. I do like the fact that you have stands. So I will give you a 3 or a 4. I'm not sure which right now. I'll go with 3 for now, and I'll think about bumping it to a 4. As for creativity, you got, Bruticus stepping on Wheeljack, and then everything is posed. Typically, you do have stands. I will say that this is a 6 in creativity, and then for variety, you have a KO. You have a third party, or not third party. You have a first party import. But that's really pretty much it outside of it. So that's just a 6.
All right.
And then, yeah, I think I gotta leave presentation at a 3.
All right, sounds good. Right, it's your turn.
All right, let's start with size. So far, One different. Solid 5, I get. Yeah, solid 5. Yeah, solid 5 for size. Creativity. Eh. Creativity gets a 4. The only reason it gets a 4 is that I can see Thundercracker and Spring actually flying. Well, the rest sound like kind of bog standard poses. Yeah. Variety. Variety gets a I say gives a 4 as well. Like, sure, you got lots of different ones, but mainly still Generation Studio Series jug. The most for variety I can give is like you have a few Bavis Constructicons. Those two, well, the leaders on top above Bruticus, I guess. Stepping on Wheeljack's crotch.
Alright, presentation last.
Presentation, oh.
Oh.
You have to give it 3. Oh.
Oh, Wingardium
I
Leviosa.
have to give it 3.
Presentation for
God.
3.
Your presentation, you get a 3.
Let's go.
Minus 5 points for Pufflepuff. God. But yeah, it gets a 3, because, like, how do I put this? It looks a bit sad.
That's the most savage thing that anyone said so far.
This looks depressing.
It's like, yeah.
Dystopian collection.
And once again, I will
Yeah.
say that this collection could have been a lot better with just a bit of cleaning. Get the fucking like actual trash out of the picture, wipe down the table, and like everything else could pretty much stay the same as it would be, and it would be a 5 from pretty much all of us, I would think.
Yeah, but this I have to drag it down to like I'll have to drag it down to like a 3. Oh.
Yeah, it would be like
Just-
like your score would be like 6 points higher if you just cleaned the space.
Ooh.
Alright. 2016, that puts Smokebox at a total score of 56, sadly in last place.
Oof.
But like, and if he cleaned it, if he got that 6 points from it, everything just being a 5 instead of a 3 because of how fucking dirty it is, where would he be?
All right, next up is Dread.
Okay, don't answer.
Who's next?
Where would he be if he had an additional 6 points?
Additional 6 points. They would be like second place.
62?
Yeah, 62.
Hey,
Second
cleaning.
place.
Cleaning is important.
Cleaning is absolutely
Yeah.
important. Sorry, I was scrolling through trying to find the next question. Yep. Next up is Dreadwind, who not only do we have pictures.
Oh.
Everyone, get ready to get fucking your teeth kicked in.
Not only do we have pictures, but
Oh god.
a spreadsheet.
Spreadsheet.
He's got a JoJo PS5.
What the f-
I
He's got
thought
the
it was Boba
Mandalorian
Fett.
handing you a gun.
Not
Okay, so not the Mandalorian. He's got Boba Fett handing you a gun.
Oh my gosh, there's so much on this spreadsheet. Oh my!
I like if you take away the gun, it looks
spreaded
like
it
he's
out in
praying.
all of the categories. All right, well, size.
Why
total
is there a
figure count,
picture of your-
610?
Your cars don't count, motherfucker. Your cars do not count for your collection.
Why not?
Because they're not part of the collection.
Oh, I did not see the two pictures of the cars.
Wait.
All right. Oh my gosh. Figure count 600.
This is a day show off section where you're just like, hey, check out how much money I have.
Look at all my money wasted and two
Look
pictures
at
of a
all.
car.
Look how
The collection.
expensive I
All right,
All
go.
right.
Hit Hit us
Figure
with that
count,
collection type.
610.
Yeah, that's pretty
Oh,
much.
this is.
pretty big.
That's,
That's only that's only 20 times higher than the minimum to get on here.
Yep. Total chug figures 433. They even
Oh,
listed
God.
the places used for displaying. 4 shelves, 3 bookcases with 14 each, a table with 8 cubies, a mini table, and a desk and computer.
Oh god.
So, size, I'll give you a 9 right there. Do I need to say more? Presentation? I'll go ahead and, yeah, it looks illuminated bookcases, wooden shelves, custom Autobot and custom. Holy shit. Shelving presentation layout, Chug 1980. Oh my gosh. I'll give you. How's it look? Yeah. I mean, but they are pretty close. Some shelves, they are. Never mind, they're not that shoved together.
You got 3 categories left in 40 seconds.
I'll give you 9 for presentation. Creativity, you got stands used. Yeah, I saw that. Yep. PC used as display base. Wait, what? Wait, the PC has display? Wait. Is there figures inside of your PC? Okay, there is no picture of a PC. I cannot confirm nor deny. Yeah, it looks really good. But it's standard creative. I'll give you an 8 on that.
It's their creativity 8.
You know, it's 7. There,
8.
7. And then variety. Yeah, you got as much variety as there are countries in the world. So I will go ahead and give you a 9 on that too. I'll give you a 10. All right.
You went over time, but only by 15 seconds this time. I'm so proud of you. You're getting better. You're getting better. All right, my turn. I got to agree on the size. The size is definitely a 9. I would say that the only way to really like go bigger than this is to like have one of those like Bobby Skullface collections where it's like, oh yeah, the entire basement of my house it's just collection. That's all it is. Like I have several rooms in my house dedicated entirely to the collection because it is so big. So that's the only real way to get a 10, but this is definitely a high 9 in terms of collection size. Then in presentation, I mean, like not everything has like a unique pose, but it's clear that like when they don't have a unique pose, it is because you are doing something with them. And that is its own kind of presentation. I have similar things going on in my collection. I will say that with the custom lighting and all the custom shelving and the everything has a place and everything in its place. Yeah, this is going to be. I'm gonna go with 9. Like once again, it's. The only way would be again to go kind of like Bobby Skullface, where you not only have like a nice place for every individual thing, but you've also created every individual space with like, paint. You've like made backdrops for everything. That's a 10, but you haven't made backdrops for everything. You just have everything in a really nice way. So yeah, another 9. Then variety, obviously you have G1, you have new figures, you have old figures, you have third party, you have Chug throughout the years. You've got Boba Fett handing someone a fucking gun. You've got the consoles in the display with the other stuff. You've got lighting. So I'm going to say that the creativity here, or was I on creativity?
You were on creativity, and then halfway through you switched to variety.
No, it's all creativity. I'll go a 9 on creativity again, or no, 8 on creativity.
Okay.
And then lastly, creativity, variety, size.
You did size,
presentation.
You did size, presentation. You haven't done variety. That's.
Oh, so no, I wasn't on creativity. I was on variety.
So an 8.
I was on variety. No, variety is a 9.
Okay.
And then creativity. I got myself confused because I was like listing off all these things that I was
Yeah.
doing for variety, and then I was like, oh no, I'm doing creativity. No, creativity. I will go 7.
All right, very well. Sounds good.
Yeah, that was my worst performance there, but it was only that bad because I confused myself halfway through.
All right, right.
We need
you're
we
next.
need like a graphic on screen that's just like these are the things. In this is the order we go in.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
you're supposed to go size,
God.
presentation, creativity, variety.
Honestly, size 600. Yeah. I'm gonna give it a 10. Because
It's-
god damn.
It's not encasing the entire house, just the one room. So
Yeah, that's what's impressive.
if it was
Well,
encasing the entire house,
that's
it'd
my
be
point
10.
is that like in order to have a 10, it's got to be like a multi-room takeover,
Yeah.
whereas
At least
9
2 rooms minimum.
9 is a
Yes.
full room takeover, 10 is a multi-room takeover.
Exactly.
But for this alone, I feel, yeah, I can give it a 9 then.
All right. 8 would be like taking over 2 walls. 7 would be 1 wall.
Next, creativity. I'll give it to him for this. I like the uses of those big insignias and the lighting.
Those are even
It's
custom made.
nice. Yeah, I can see the big 3D print. Is that a 3D printer or is that his PC?
That is a 3D printer, I believe.
No, wait. I think so, yeah. I like that Triptychon's biting down on. I have no idea what it's biting down on.
Samuel's something. It's a
Samuel.
trailer.
Oh! Yeah, that's nice. Pretty good.
Oh wait, is that Ghost of Starscream in the middle of Triptychon?
Yeah, it's like a Cyberverse Starscream.
Well, all right.
Oh, I like that. Ooh, I like that Triptychon even has all his little minions there too. So creativity, you get a decent 7.
All right.
Variety, variety. Yeah, I would say you get a 10 for variety because god fucking hell,
Exactly.
holy fuck. Because I can see standard Chug generations, and I see War for Cybertron, Armada. Like god, the fucking fans hobby shelf.
Wait, there was a fans hobby shelf.
Yeah, was it the 6th picture?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yep. That is a fans hobby shelf.
There's like, god, yeah, he gets a 10 in variety. Presentation, I'll give it an 8. It has nice lighting. You can visibly see the key figures, but I feel it's a bit packed in areas. Like in the first picture, you can clearly see the figures, but it feels a bit tight. But still good. Very well done. So yeah, solid 8 for presentation.
Well.
You have now taken the longest out of any of us. That was 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
Okay, let's go through. We got last place 56, 58.
I think was that. I think that was 5, wasn't it?
65, 103. Dreadwind in the lead at 103.
Yeah, absolutely kicking the crowd out of the competition so far. But wasn't that only 5 out of? Weren't we doing
2,
6?
3, 4. Yep, one more.
Got one more. Sorry to anyone who has to follow up Dreadwind.
Good
That's
luck.
gonna be Burrito Bandits, and honestly, not as big, but still good.
Still good.
Still good. It's still good.
Lilo and Stitch. You put Lilo and Stitch in the fucking not thumbnails, the tags for this video, and try and ride that fucking stupid ass algorithm synergy that does
should
not
I?
do shit.
Make like make them look like Transformers. I don't know. Collection critique so shitty it makes Lilo and Stitch look like a masterpiece.
It's not Burrito Bandit who's next. What are you talking about?
Who's that?
What time? It's right after Dreadwind. Burrito Bandit's
You're looking at
right
the forward for Dreadwind.
there. Oh, you're so right.
The next one would probably be technically Alvin Ball, unless we a comic, I think, counts.
So is that the Alvin Ball
Yeah.
comic?
But comic has a much smaller collection. 1, 2,
You're
3,
no blitz for
5,
comics
6,
then.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. He's got 19 figures, so he just barely crosses the line
I guess
into
we can
being.
do 7 then if comics is just this one. It won't take too long.
All right, kick us off, Zoidus.
All right, you get
Yeah.
a 4 in size. You get a 4. What else can I say? Presentation? They are certainly there. There's risers. They're standing. Presentation, I'll give you a 6 just because of the risers. Creativity. I don't really see much going on. You got the Dark of the Moon. I just realized all these are from Dark of the Moon. You have a Dark of the Moon sign up there. That's creative. I'll give you that. I'll give you a 6. And then you got variety. They are all Dark of the Moon.
Comic is in chat right now. Comic, is that your full collection, or is that just like your Dark of the Moon shelf?
This is just Dark of the Moon shelf. This is his entire collection.
Okay, that's just your Dark of the Moon shelf. You have more.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, is it?
This is just his Dark of the Moon one.
That's all you
Does he have
posted up
more?
there. That's all you posted.
I think maybe comment. So he does have more. I think maybe he thought like this was like an audition. It's like, hey, this is what I'll start by showing you, and if it meets the criteria, then I'll give you the rest.
Like a drug deal.
The rest doesn't look good.
Hmm.
The rest doesn't look good. Comic, do you just want us to review your fucking Dark of the Moon shelf? Alright, just the Dark of the Moon shelf.
We're just doing the Dark Moon shelf. Okay then.
Where the fuck was it? Pins. There it is. Jump.
It's the orange one. It stands out.
Yeah, I know. Alright, and then variety. Yep, all Dark of the Moon Studio series plus Berserker. Berserker's the odd one out. Yep. Oh, and for some reason Thunder. They have put Thunder. Oh, yeah, I guess Thundercracker was there. And you got a little. Was that the little die-cast Optimus truck statue thing? I'll give you a 6 just because you have that. All right, that's what I gotta say.
All right. Oh, you luck out this time because I didn't think to click the timer button. So then let me start out by saying, yeah, I think I kind of got to agree. It's got to be like a 4. I now know that you have more than this, but if this is the only thing in the display, then it's a 4. I will say presentation. I actually think the presentation is great. The shelf, the harsh painted shelf, it's clean. Like that shelf just makes the collection pop, especially considering the fact that the rest of the figures are so monotone because they are Bayverse, that extra color makes them stand out a lot more. Plus you also have the backdrop the city behind Optimus and Risers. I think that the presentation is actually a really strong point of this, and it might be better if you had like custom lighting for this, but then it might kind of blow out the whole thing. I'm not sure, but I will say that this presentation is a 7, if not an 8. If the rest of your collection looked like this, you would have a killer collection. Unfortunately, apparently this is the only part that does look like this. Then for variety, there is no variety. It is, you have Dark of the Moon. You have Dark of the Moon Studio Series. So I'm going to have to say that is actually like in a way that's its own unique thing. Because it's like, no, I've hyper focused this thing, and that definitely is a direction to go. But at the same time, the variety is about variety, and you have none, so it is a 1 on variety, because it is just the thing that it is. And then for creativity, I like the banner that you've put up there. Michael Bay Transformers Dark of the Moon. You clearly cut that out of something, but I'm not sure what, because it doesn't appear to be the box for any of these figures.
Maybe an instruction manual.
Maybe, but that looks like it's made out of cardboard, I think.
And it does say by Michael.
So I like that. I like, the backdrop. I like this is a slightly above average. I will say 6 creativity.
How's your timing looking?
I was at 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
All right, so size, presentation, and
Creativity. Variety.
What did you say?
The variety was 1.
Creativity.
Yeah.
Creativity, I said, was a 6.
All right.
It's just slightly above the normal creativity.
All right, Bryce, your turn.
All right, size. I'm just giving you a 3.
It's okay.
I'm giving you. You know, to me, that a bit nicer. I'm giving it a 4 then, because at least it's like a man.
We know there's more than this.
There's
But it's not
more.
part of the display.
But the only thing that got shown is this. So you get a 4 in size. Variety, yeah, you get a 3.
All right. Creativity.
Creativity. I'll give it a 5 because, like, at least it's how to put this. Creativity, I'll give it a 5 because there's nice rises. This is the background, the backdrop. There's the title. Yeah, you get at least a 5.
Okay.
Presentation, oh.
They got risers.
Presentation, I'll give it. Yeah, presentation. I'll give it a 5, I guess too. I'll give it a 5. Like presentation on the Autobot side, the colors do help make out who's who. You can see that, but the problem with that is like the wreck is at the back. Roadbuster and Topspin, they're just standing there. And it does not help on the Decepticon shelf, where, because you know the big complaint of like Bavis Decepticons, gray. So yeah, I'll give it a 5. Only reason it's a 5 because I can clearly see Wheelie and Brains in the front,
Alright.
and that's that.
Alrighty. Comic, that gives you a total of...
Oh, he just posted.
14, 20, 34, 54. That makes Comic tied for last place at 56.
That doesn't even look that bad, Comic. What the fuck were you on about?
No,
You could have added that
at the bottom.
entire picture. Oh, he
What
added.
are
He
you
recently
on
added like
about? That
something.
looks fine. That
Yeah.
looks great. My
That's
goodness.
literally fine. We'll fucking motherfucker. We are not redoing this now, though.
Yeah, you're
No,
You
too.
got
it's
the
too
fucking
late.
score that
It's
you
too
got
late.
because you were unconfident in yourself. Learn to have some confidence, people.
Confidence.
Have some balls.
Confidence gives you points.
Seriously, there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't look bad at all.
All right, that comes to our 1 hour recording mark. So, we are probably gonna stop there.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's a
sorry
good
those
place
who
to
didn't
cut
get
it.
to. We'll get you next time.
Yeah, and you're already
What is
in.
next time?
Remember, it's first come, first serve. So whoever
First come,
is
first serve.
in is the next person that we will talk about after this one. It was great doing this. Very fun.
Well, yeah, let's
Uh,
go ahead and go through. So, tied for last place, we got Smokebox and Comic at 56. Then we have Colorado at 58, Choba at 60, Soundwave at 65, and Dreadwind at fucking 103.
Barbie. Here's the interesting part of this video. Comic and who's tied for last place? Comic and
Smokebox.
Smokebox.
Smokebox. Comic and Smokebox both theoretically are like right on the verge of having a significant like point advantage. Very suddenly. All Comic had to do was post more of his collection rather than just going, oh, it's not good enough.
No, you know,
Like
it's just pretty
legitimately, that would take him out of last place. But also, all that Smokebox has to do is is clean.
a
If
better
he cleans,
presentation.
suddenly he's doing a lot better on points
Yes,
too.
please clean.
Yeah. Clean.
Please.
And if Smokebox does that, then Smokebox suddenly has. So it'd be a very interesting competition to see between the two of you, like who gets out ahead first. Well, I mean, it's probably going to be it's Comic at this point because Comic's already posted the wider collection, so we will run into that again eventually. Which means that Comic is going to get ahead immediately. But yeah, it's just very funny that the two guys who are in the bottom are the two guys who have the easiest way to climb higher in the rankings.
Absolutely. Well, all right, everyone. That concludes today's collection critique. We'll see you all next time. Dreadwind, I will message you about a prize. Goodbye, everyone.
And remember, if we don't see you, good morning, good afternoon, good night.